can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Here's McNabb. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
That's it. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's McNabb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now McNabb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 56 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Vick operating on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Alpha. Hey, let's go.
On play action, Vick. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, that's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rob Gronkowski from a yard out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. McNabb, that's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got daylight past the 20. 10, touchdown. Ricky Williams, 56 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Flex round. Flex round.
McNabb to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good